It was time to get to safety as hurricane season was in full force. Even though we have very little sailing experience between the two of us, we needed to go 100 nautical miles, and we've just found ourselves without an engine. We decided to take it on. What better time to learn? We weathered storms, both literal and figurative, on this passage. We faced unpredictable weather and the vastness of the ocean. Looking back now, what probably got us through it was being adaptable to each and every situation. And now reaching the end of the long passage, we realized, luckily, we were more capable than we imagined.
Woo, we made it!
We've just made it from the Bay Islands of Honduras back to the Rio Dulce of Guatemala. This week, we're going to take you on a scenic cruise up the Rio Dulce River. We're starting in Livingston, where we've just come over the notorious mile-long sandbar. We had to wait for the highest tide of the month, and we just barely made it over. But now that we're here at the base of this river, what lays before us are jungles, steep cliff faces, and a meandering, green, fresh water cruiser's paradise. Welcome back to our Pawed Crew. I'm Danielle, and together with my husband Hairo and our 7 rescue dogs, we're traveling the world. Navigating up the river using something like navionics is pretty straightforward, and the depths indicated are pretty accurate. One area you're going to want to pay a little extra attention is here in this hairpin turn. In the major hairpin turn, you really want to hug the shore over here. Even the map doesn't illustrate it well enough. Kind of counterintuitively, the deepest part right here in this bend, if you're going upriver, is your port side. That's a huge amount of sandbar right up there. But out here, right along the shore, we're in 25 meters. As you wind your way up, also keep an eye out for fishermen in their little cayucos and these bottles which indicate where they have put nets. These individual nets will be scattered throughout the day, and in addition to these, after 5 o'clock p.m. the locals are actually allowed to string nets across the river, so it's not recommendable to try to navigate the river after 5 p.m. at night. We are making our way today with Hairo strapped to the side, so we are without an engine at the moment. And so Hairo and our 15 horsepower outboard motor is what's getting us up the river. We're on our way to an area called Cayo Quemado, also locally known as Texan Bay, which is a great stopping point on your way up to Fronteras town. We like to spend a couple days in this area, washing the boat down with the fresh water, swimming, letting the dogs run, and eating at the little local restaurants in the area. There are quite a few fun things to do in this area, a hot spring, some caves, and we have a whole episode on it, which I'll link right up here, and I'll also put in the description at the end of the video. This is kind of like coming home for us in a way, as this is where we purchased our sailboat a couple years ago. And we've spent about a year and a half living here, unofficially, getting our boat ready. So as we come back in, we know we have friends waiting to greet us. We have restaurants we can't wait to go back to. A long list of things we can't wait to get from the big supermarket. And an enormous list of boat repairs to get done. Starting with figuring out if we have ruined our engine, why it ran dry of oil when it was full in less than an hour, and just what we're going to have to do to get it fixed so we can get back out right after hurricane season is over this year. We want to give a big shout out to Roberta Hare and welcome to Sandy B in Bedford, Sam Barv, and every one of our subscribers. We really appreciate you being here. Who's ready to go eat? Okay, I have to help these ones. Okay, who's gonna sit? That's a good sit, Rio. Pepper, can you sit, please? Gomez, sit. Ever since we've been back near a supermarket. Let's close this so no one falls down the companionway. Oh, our companionway is not happy. Okay, Rainy. Good stretch, Rainy. And having access to fresh meat every day, I've taken the dogs completely off of dog food and they only eat all natural food that we get from the grocery store. Should we do it this way? Come over here, Billy, so I can pass these out. Let's start with the Hardee's, okay? All right. Who's ready? Rio, you've been sitting for a while. Reina, that was a good sit. Gomez, that was a good sit. I love, ow, Gomez, cut off my finger, bud. Pepper, can you sit for me? Sit, please, Pepper. Somebody's got to sit. Mowgli, sit. That's not how we do it. Sit, please. I can sit here and wait till you sit. I don't know if the battery's going to wait, but I will wait. I can go into this more if anyone's interested. Real quick, I'll just show you one way that we do food. Sometimes I actually make them a stew. Today, they're just getting hearts and chicken legs. Wonderful. Casita no escucha. Carol doesn't hear, so she doesn't really know what sit means. Oh, you've been sitting for a while. Oh, Mowgli, you almost sat, bud. Let's sit, bud. Sit, Mowgli. I see you sitting, bud. Good job. Pepper, it's your turn to sit, love. Good sit, Gomi. You're doing such a good job, bud. Oh, that was a big one. Pepper, please sit. Pepper, sit your bottom, please. Pepper, there you go. There you go. Good sit, Reina. I see you over there sitting, love. Okay. Rio's being so good, being so patient. Miss Stella, can you sit again, please? Stella, sit. Good job, Bella. Good boy, Mowgli. Good boy, Mowgli. Good girl, Pepper. Okay, do this stash of foodie. Okay, who's gonna sit? I see Rio sitting. You gotta take it somewhere else, Kevin. Good boy, Bum. That's a wonderful sit. Good girl, Reina. Bella's already sitting. Good girl, Reina. All right, Mowgli, you're gonna sit, man. Next week, we tackle what we might consider the heart of our sailboat and do an open heart surgery as we take our engine out. We diagnose the problem as a leak in the engine pan. But unfortunately, because we ran it dry, we are looking at a big bill and a big overhaul. If we have to do it sometime, we think that this is a great place at least to get it done. I hope you'll come back next week as we tackle this huge undertaking of getting the engine out of our boat. Until next week, big salty kisses from the Pawed Crew.